On today's episode of The Game Chasers.
It's in a cardboard box. That was my reaction.
Hold on.
No UFO sightings this time around.
Why don't you buffalo me?
And you would be responsible.
Hello.
No.
I look like somebody that's carrying drugs and weapons.
Don't even bother checking the passport. He looks straight at us and goes, pull around.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Just go. You didn't even just go over there. Well, fuck.
So here we are at Border Patrol, trying to get into Canada again, and I'm a little worried.
This year, I think we're gonna get harassed again because this time there's two people that don't have passports with us.
Hello.
No, he's not an author.
Jordan doesn't have his passport because if you saw in the last episode, it was stolen. We were robbed. Alpha does not have his passport because
It was like a bunch of fucking hoops to jump through and shit, and it was just delayed.
what if these two can't get in? What are we supposed to do? We're 4 hours from Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty nervous here.
Where does everybody live?
Three of us are from Texas, one from Pennsylvania, and one from Maryland.
Nobody has any felonies this time.
You fell on these nuts?
Basically, what we do is we go around looking for retro video games and film and put it on YouTube.
As to like where you found the game, or you yourself playing the game on?
Where we found it.
I have my certificate of authenticity to show that Alphaomegasin was in fact birthed by a person and not actually made in a test tube like some people are in some kind of crazy science experiment lab. Oh, and my photo ID. Yeah.
Anyone have tobacco? No? No, sir.
Nothing at all?
No, sir.
Anyone carrying a firearm? Any weapons?
Absolutely
Anyone
not.
in the vehicle?
I look like somebody that's carrying drugs and weapons.
There you go. Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, apparently, if you try to get into Canada from Detroit, they're going to, pull the gloves out and fucking strip search you, body cavity search you. But through Niagara Falls, meh, come on in, eh? What the fuck?
I believe in miracles now.
No shit. So we didn't even need to get a fucking passport to come to Canada.
Hey, told you to think optimistic. You fuck.
What'd you say? What?
I said think optimistic.
I'm just gonna let everybody know. I don't get nervous. I was nervous.
Were you really?
I was just sitting there like,
Dude, I stared the guy down. He was looking at him like,
Jordan,
Good God.
you ain't tough. Shut up.
it was intensifying.
I won't because I'm not trying to get
All right.
when I'm dealing with my own shit, it's fine. But
Holy shit.
Canada.
We're fucking Canada, guys.
Honestly, I don't know how they made it across the border. Because on Twitter, they actually were posting pictures of them getting across the border, and they were not wearing any pants.
I give the Canadian Border Control at the Buffalo border an A+.
So we going to that video game store now?
We got some messages from a store here called Retro Replay, and apparently they want to give Melvor a new 3DS because his was jacked in Memphis on the way here.
Okay, so this store, where is it?
No UFO sightings this time around. Little surprised about that.
Haven't seen any aliens yet, but we have seen a sign for antique store, and of course we've got to stop.
It's an old house converted into a store, and it's dirty and dusty, and it's right up our alley.
Dude, this Mickey has seen, it's like meth, not even once. Poor Mickey.
this place looks like some from the Addams Family.
Well, this place is pretty much full of crap. The only difference between this and an American antique store is full of Canadian crap. Eh?
That ain't jack down here.
Full of junk in every single room, everywhere you look.
Oh, this is awesome.
Hot Wheels? Car wash?
Yes.
I did have that.
I was just talking to somebody about this.
Anybody want the soundtrack to Superman 2 since we've been bringing it up at random? Could have the vinyl.
These look really familiar.
Oh, crap. That was a TV show.
Yeah.
Cowboys in New Mesa.
Here.
You shouldn't have been up here.
91.
So I peek into a room on the second floor. Lo and behold, some video games.
We've actually come across a room that has some games in it.
$5.
$5? Okay.
$5 for the book.
Okay.
As high as these prices are, something about this Sonic is catching my eye. It's a cardboard box, which I've never seen.
That doesn't really make a lick of sense.
That Sonic 2? It's in a cardboard box. That was my reaction.
Hold on.
I didn't know that they had cardboard box versions of some of the older Sega Genesis games like that, because typically they didn't make the cardboard ones until they went with the red label versions.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's like some different version or whatever.
Is it a Canadian thing? And if so, how common is it up here?
We need a Sega expert.
We need a Canadian expert. Maybe this is
wait,
a Canadian
yeah,
thing.
Shane.
I didn't even think about that.
Shane.
I can't call it on my phone.
Jordan. Come here.
We're going to have our Likey Jordan phone Shane, who is Re-Res on YouTube. And we're going to try to get some information about this. Him being Canadian, maybe he knows something about this we don't.
Where are you guys?
We're at some antique house.
It's about time Jordan earned his keep, because other than losing all his shit, he really ain't done nothing.
I hate that so much. It's my one pet peeve. If you're gonna call me and I call back, stay at your phone.
Close in 10 minutes.
They close in 10?
Mm-hmm.
He did have a good joke in Buffalo. He told Scott, "Why don't you buffalo me?" That one pissed Scott off. That one made Scott mad.
It is in a cardboard box. Is that like some kind of Canadian variant or something? Because I didn't know it came in a cardboard box.
You know, Billy and Jay called me again while I was having dinner. This is like the third time that they've done this.
These games that are sold in Canada sometimes have a cardboard box because they have to put French labeling on the back.
The worst thing about getting a call during dinner is getting a call during dinner about something you have no idea about and trying to figure out through the best of your abilities through searches on Google to see exactly what the hell a cardboard box for the Sonic 2 would actually have been.
I can't say they're super rare. Some places did them.
Best I could find out was that at some point in the US, they released a boxed version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 that came out around the same time as Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Cool, I guess.
All right, thanks a lot, Shane. We'll see you a little bit later.
He's not 100% sure, but I think he would know a lot better than we would. That being the case, if this is a common thing, that means this is a common game, and it should not be $28. Canadian prices be damned, it shouldn't be this high.
Feels light, but then again, it's cardboard. So there's no French written on it.
All I know is that $28 for a freaking Sonic game is just not happening.
What's the absolute lowest he would go on that?
What's the price on that?
28.
28? 20.
20's the lowest?
Yeah.
It's too high. It's Sonic. It's fucking Sonic, for Christ's sake. It's too much.
If I were Jay, I'd probably offer a dime. If I were Billy, I'd probably offer $1.
Alright, here's a question. We just called a buddy of mine who lives in Canada and stuff. He said it's really common, but it's something we don't actually get to see because we're in the States, so
Yeah.
would you take 10?
I can't.
Can't?
The reason it's not mine.
Oh, okay.
And as a dealer, we're allowed 10% off.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So when I went further,
Yeah, he's way beyond 10%.
Okay.
you might see my picture in the paper tomorrow.
Is there a picture or something?
Dead, and you would be responsible.
Well, look, we'll do some research on it, and if we have to, we'll send Shane back for it.
If I spend $10 on a Sonic game, I'm gonna probably put a chainsaw up my butt.
It's Sonic. It's got to be $5.
I don't give a about the cardboard novelty. I'm cheap and poor, so I'm not paying a bunch for anything. To me, it's just cardboard.
I passed on a Gargoyle's Quest 2 manual for $10. You really think I'm gonna spend $20 on a Sonic game?
It's got to be $5. It's got to be $2.
Haha.
Honestly, because of the way that they collect things, they probably should have picked it up. But they didn't, because they're chodes.
Walking into Retro Replay, the store's pretty nice. It looks fairly new. I think it is fairly new.
I've been in there a bunch of times, kind of just to hang out and talk to the staff there. It's one of my favorite places to hang out in the city.
Maybe not all Canadian prices are bad, because Retro Replay actually has good prices.
I mean, Mega Man 3 for not $20. I mean, that's yeah, I don't think I've seen it that low in a store in a while.
That's what sells it on eBay. Essentially what we do is price sharing, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's price sharing. There's a little bit of a markup, right? There's always a little bit of a markup, because I got lights, I got employees,
I think it's pretty good just for being good, not even just for being Canada good.
How much are those Transformers down there?
Oh, I paid a buck for them. He's long. You serious? Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Like legit?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Optimus Rodimus and 2 Arrows.
Vintage Transformers, one of them being Rodimus Prime. I had him growing up.
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, no, I mean they're kind of beat up, but still, you know, they're cool.
Toys in the basement. We'll bring them up.
Wait, you got toys in the basement?
Well, like storage basement, but yeah.
Is it down there? Oops, sorry. Yeah, you get me flustered here. Like down there? Can we go down there?
Not with the camera.
Oh, okay.
Not to be a dick, but
For whatever reason he doesn't want us to film, that's fine. That's his prerogative. We're going to respect that.
So he doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff down here, but he does have a lot of stuff worth looking through.
Rare games are what they do, so they're probably off in some back room taking their pants off.
And I do see that he has some Transformers. First one that I see is Galvatron, and I don't have this one, never had him actually, so I'm definitely gonna pick him up. Unfortunately, Jay caught me slipping on some board games, but not just any board games, video game board games. We're talking Pac-Man, Zaxxon, and Arcade Mania. What really sucks about this is that I have become really attached to board games recently for some reason. And to have these would be amazing because they're board games and video games combined into one, like some kind of like super creature. Well, that's gonna be fun to draw.
While you guys were down there, taking a look at the stuff in the basement, I was busy making sure I got really awesome shots of Jordan's hair.
So we went down there and he's hooking these up for $5 a piece. We got Arcade Mania and we got Pac-Man and we got Zaxxon.
I got the Pac-Man and the Zaxxon board games. These are vintage. These are back from the 80s.
Unfortunately, Jay's laid claim to both the Zaxxon and the Pac-Man board games. I am going to get the Arcade Mania, however. And this game, I've never played it before, but I have seen commercials on it. It's basically a strategy board game, and there's 4 different little, really rudimentary, I wouldn't even call them arcade games, but they call them arcade games. They're basically little lights that light up.
Who's this?
Galvatron.
Oh, this is Galvatron?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a tank.
In the store, we run across a Gizmo figure.
really want it, you got it for $10.
I've already got one.
You having that size?
Yeah,
Not that size.
no problem.
You get it?
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get it.
You want it?
Yeah, I want it.
Unbelievable.
I know Billy is going to regret this later in the future.
I'm an idiot for not getting that Gizmo, aren't I?
Sometimes we just become stupid.
Come into a video game store and don't buy any video games.
So $4? $4, I guess so.
$4.
Like they're in a box in the basement. Alright. They're not something that I usually sell. So
All right, so we got our maybe pile here. In it, we have a whopping 0 video games. It's nothing but toys and board games.
So would you just do like 20 on the lot for the toys?
that's fine.
Okay. Let's do that. So 20, 30, 45, 47.
You just have to cut me. That's not.
All right, 45. Bring it up, charge it to the game.
So you come into a game store and you buy no games.
Man, we like anything old. We like shit from the 80s. We like shit we used to have. We like I mean, sometimes you go into a place you don't find a game you need or want. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles.
There you go, man.
But this is amazing. This is
That's a very well done.
this is very cool. I don't even know what to say. I mean, we got broken into, and I figured that was that. The guys were really nice. They handed me a 3DS XL.
I didn't even get anything, and I'm at a loss for words over this generosity.
It's a way that somebody can actually physically say, hey, thanks, man. You know, there's something for all the work that you guys do. Hey, because you're standing behind a camera the whole damn time.
You still want it?
You stupid jerk, get that out of your...
You should see what it was before it was in your pants.
It really says something that that somebody's willing to throw down that type of money, you know, for a business for the cameraman, you know.
As far as I'm concerned.
Well, you guys do stuff. Yeah. Everyone, you know, people watch your videos. People, you know, you make things fun. You know, I'm subscribed to you guys.
It's much appreciated, man.
I seriously figured it'd take, you know, 4 or 5 months for me to save up enough money to buy a new 3DS. So the fact that these guys heard about it and, you know, I mean, we're moved to compassion enough to say, hey, we got one for you, just come and pick it up. You know, that they wanted to help that much is amazing.
I just feel bad I didn't have another one to give to him.
Yeah. There's no reason at all for you to feel bad, man. It's just beyond what we deserve, so. Thanks a lot, man.
I really appreciate you guys coming out.
We've been to a lot of game stores in Canada over the last 2 years, and I think this definitely stands out as one of the best.
Eat a dick, motherfucker. Eat it, dick. Eat a dick, motherfucker. Eat a dick.
So the guy who runs Com Bravo, his name is Mark. He telephoned us in our hotel room. He asked us to come up to his room. He didn't say why, he just said come up.
I got a disturbance in the force.
With the respective ANC games, they heard that you guys lost some game
Wow,
equipment.
you serious?
Yep.
No way, really? Holy crap. Seriously?
Yep.
Ah!
Holy crap.
He hands me a PSP. See, mine got stolen on the way here at Memphis, unfortunately. It's awesome that they would want to do something like that.
Yeah. Holy crap, man. Thank y'all. Yeah. Dude, thanks. No problem, man. No problem. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I'll use my legs.
All right.
Seriously.
Yeah, no problem.
Here, what are you guys?
Here, give me the shiner ball.
Oh, there you go.
You're trying to give me regular ass pop? I'll take this.
Gotta have it.
I think it's really awesome and very generous to those people who contributed to replacing some of the things that were lost on our way up here.
So Mark, one of the organizers of Com Bravo here, hooked us up with a 6-pack of Stewart's Root Beer, a PSP for Billy since his got jacked, a 2 liters, I think they called it, of Smarties, which are basically M&Ms in Canada, and a case of Shiner. Good stuff.
Chodes. They're chodes.
What's wrong with these guys?
Sometimes we just become stupid.
Am I happy that the Game Chasers are in Canada? Look, man, when I got that phone call, it was pretty annoying. And usually the Game Chasers are in like Texas, so they're far enough away or there's this beautiful little buffer zone where I can just be calm. But now they're here. Now they're where I live. For the next couple of days, I'm just gonna have to deal with them morning, afternoon, and night. F*** the Game Chasers.
Bikini. 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 Bikini.